it is time for another van vlog Venerdi. The angle's changed since the last video. I'm trying something different. I discovered the way I had the camera mounted was causing a bunch of shakes and stuff like that, and I'll show you real quick if I can. I want to be careful with the way I'm driving, so probably wait till I get to a light and I'll show you what I have been using before. But anyways, so got another random topic while I scratch my nose, and that random topic is, and I'm just make sure I remember this correctly, what are some fun and interesting ways to, I guess, settle countries can, I'm at a stop sign. It was this thing right here, by the way. I've been working on it, but he kind of put it on the windshield and it, anyways, the topic is, what are some fun and interesting ways countries can settle disputes outside of war? I guess like having a war, but not actually going to war. And I always, in a way, and I don't want to get too technical, I mean, my first thought was tug of war. Let's just have a tug of war. You get your 10 best guys against our 10 best guys, and we'll settle this dispute through a tug of war, and somebody falls into the mud or something of that nature. But there's a lot that I don't know about foreign policy and things of that nature. But I do remember a while back, my sister and my dad and we were talking about sanctions. And this is back when I think it was Trump had put some sanctions on Iran over something or another. I can't remember, I'm not going to lie. This is just random thought that's coming to my mind. I believe it was an attack on I think they had shot a missile or a drone out of the sky or something like that, and they were in the wrong, so to say, and so Trump put some sanctions on them. And the idea behind it is, my sister goes, and I didn't understand a whole lot about it either, my sister says, well, what does that mean? Like, who cares? Like, can they stop people from, dealing with them and trading with them and all that? And I guess one way to settle a dispute, an interesting way to settle a dispute, is to use the clout and power that you have. Like, if you're the U.S. and you have a lot of connection, and you can say, hey, we're putting sanctions on this country because they did something wrong, and you say to your allies around you, by the way, look what this country did wrong to me, stop trading with them, or increase tariffs or whatnot. Because you support me and I support you, and when countries attack you, these are ways that we can settle these disputes without having to go to war. And just like you don't really want to lose lives and go to war, we try to minimize that as well. So it's like, hey, and I don't know the ins and outs of everything, but if the U.S. is like, hey, England, we were kind of getting screwed over. I shouldn't say that. That's a bad language. We're kind of getting wronged by this foreign country, and we want you to step up to the plate and support us in the sanctions we're putting out. So don't go behind our backs and start dealing with them and giving them what they want. So in other words, if dad says no, don't go to mom, because she'll say yes. And so I think that was interesting to me, how we work as a community, a world community, and obviously if it's like allies that are working together, same issue. And maybe we just find a way to figure it all out. I think I knew who that guy was. I don't know. But anyways, so if it's like one of our allies wrongs us, then we say to the other allies, hey, how are we going to resolve this? Like, we're like a family. Oh, that's so sweet. Their graduation picture for a little, probably looks like preschool. or it's a really, really small 5th grader. But hey, I think maybe you could have like rap battles, or you could have like, like I've seen like they have like America's Got Talent, and they've got like, I think over in Britain it's like the X Factor or whatnot, but they have a lot of talent competitions. So you could maybe have like a talent competition, and you wouldn't use judges from the countries, you would use impartial judges from, say, like another country that had no bearing in the matter, and they would decide. And you'd have to have like 3 or 4 different countries, because what's interesting, say in America, may not be, say, as interesting as a place, say, like, I don't know, China or Israel or France or whatnot. There may be some overlap there, but you want to make certain you have a good variety and a wide net, so to say, and make certain that you're going to have, say, like 3 or 4 different countries that aren't partial to. And I know that's that's really difficult to do, because it's almost impossible. If anything happens to America, it pretty much affects the entire world. I don't, you can argue with me all day long about that, but the point I'm making is, as best as you can, try to get, like, countries are like, we don't really care about your dispute, but we do like it when people dance and sing, and, or maybe they like magic tricks or whatnot. And I think it'd just be fun, you kind of get like the best, like 10 performers in America, and you get like the best 10 performers in the other country that America's having a dispute with, or whatever countries are having a dispute, and you get the impartial judges and you rank them, and maybe whoever wins gets what they want or whatnot, or it's or I wish, what's the right word or they get a portion of it, so it's not like, okay, so at the final score after everything is done, hypothetically speaking, is America has 100 and the other country has 90. There's a good argument to say, like, okay, well, it's not really fair that the country doesn't get anything. They did, put on some good entertainment, and they did, that has to speak for something, right? And so I would think that maybe you get closer to what you want the higher the score, but maybe you're kind of like 100 and 100 would be halfway. You get 50-50. So I don't know. I'm not into the math on the fly or anything like that. So maybe it's like 50, 55, 45 in that one of those scenarios. But I thought that would be interesting. Something like that. Let's see, what else could we do? We could do, competitions are always, I'm thinking just competitions. Maybe we have a mediator from another country that has no interest. Well, once again, you go back to that whole thing. It's like, of course they have an interest. Of course. It's hard to say, like, you don't want a certain country to succeed, especially if you look at your trade deals with that country. But hypothetically speaking, okay, we're not talking about the real world here. Maybe there's a mediator. Maybe you sit down and you talk to somebody and you say, hey, here's my position. And maybe they sit down at the table and they go, like, here's why we're acting the way we're acting. And maybe we be honest with each other. I don't know. It doesn't seem too fun. It may be fun for me, but may not be fun for a whole lot of other people. Let me check this real quick. Yeah, I don't know where I was there. Anyways, maybe you could also go with the whole get your best fighter against our best fighter. Ooh, laser tag. We could do laser tag, okay? We'll all go down, not all of us, but the two countries are going to go down to the local skate rink / laser tag, laser tag building, and at first they're going to be upset, right? Because we're all going to be skating, right? And then what's going to happen is one country is going to trip up another country accidentally. Everybody's going to take it the wrong way. And of course, everybody else is going to think, well, of course he threw himself down. That's what they always do. They always want to play the victim. And the country that fell down is going to be like, that big old bully of a country is always pushing people down. And we're all going to have a misunderstanding, because the truth is, they probably just bumped into each other, and tensions are high because you're scared, because you haven't been skating in years. You don't know what you're doing. I mean, who's been skating? That's not something people do. That's something people do still. I don't know. But what I do know is that tensions are high, your nerves are high, not yours, the country's nerves are high, and everybody has got emotions all over the place, and everything is blowing up. And how are we going to resolve this? Of course, we're going to go have a laser tag battle in the overpriced laser tag arena. And we're going to get 30 minutes of laser tag time for approximately $15 a head. Now, we're willing to pay it because $15 is a lot cheaper than a bomb or a gun or a bullet. I don't know, maybe some bullets are less than 15 bucks. And nobody gets shot. I mean, no one gets shot by real guns, and everybody's safe at the end. And the only thing that's going to happen when all is said and done is we'll hopefully have resolved the dispute that we had, and someone's going to be complaining about how their equipment didn't work properly and how they got cheated and they want their money back. So, in the end, maybe we have another dispute, and we can resolve that, I don't know, maybe with tug of war, I don't know. But what I'm getting at is, I really think that we could have a laser tag, the countries could have a laser tag battle at the local skate rink for a low price, and I think they could also probably get a discount if they get enough people to sign up for that laser tag battle. And it's going to work out well for everyone. And at the end, we're going to have a pizza party. It's going to be crappy pizza. We already know that. We already know that pizza isn't any good, but you're going to eat it and you're going to like it because you're tired and you've just quit skating and you've had a laser tag battle and you're hot. So you're going to drink that crappy Coke and you're going to love it. And at the end, we're all going to sit down and we're going to get along and everything's going to be awesome. So, I don't even know where the camera angle is right now. I don't know what part of my face you're seeing or not. I don't want to do this thing where I go, video here, video here. I can't do that because I don't even know what this video looks like. But what I can say is this. There are various ways to get over disputes. And if you do have a dispute with somebody, just think of a way that you can resolve it peacefully, and maybe with some fun. And I just hope everyone is doing all right and everyone's having a great day. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you for watching this video, and feel free to click that like button or that dislike button. I'm cool with that. Maybe my idols are off. I don't know. I mean, is tug of war even a good idea? I don't know. Talent shows? That seems kind of silly. But if you like the video, like I said, like the video, leave a comment down below. What are some ways you would resolve a dispute? I don't know. And feel free to subscribe. I appreciate any subscriptions that I get, and I appreciate your time. Y'all have a great day.